Have you ever wondered what lurks behind the vibrant culture and picturesque landscapes of Cuba? It's a nation renowned for its rhythmic salsa music, the intoxicating aroma of its world-class cigars, and the charm of its vintage cars. But beneath this inviting facade, there are hidden dangers and restrictions that often go unnoticed. Cuba is a beautiful paradox, a country where the past and the present dance together in a complex tango. Its stunning beaches and fascinating history draw in countless visitors each year. Yet behind the allure, there are elements that can turn an idyllic vacation into a nightmare. From zones of caution where safety isn't guaranteed, to activities that are off limits even to the most daring of travelers, Cuba has its share of secrets. These are no ordinary travel advisories. They are the hidden layers of a vibrant country that dances to its own beat. Stick around as we delve into the lesser-known and darker side of Cuba. Scene script: Cuba, a land of allure and mystique, also houses areas that require a higher degree of caution. As we delve deeper, it's important to shed light on some zones where your sense of adventure might need to be tempered with a dash of prudence. Havana, the vibrant capital city, pulses with life during the day. However, certain pockets of Havana can become trickier to navigate as night falls. Areas such as Centro Habana and Havana Vieja, while teeming with culture and charm, might pose risks for the unwary traveler. Instances of petty theft and scams have been reported, making it advisable to avoid secluded areas and keep a close eye on your belongings. Moving to the southeast, we find Santiago de Cuba, the island's second largest city. Santiago de Cuba is known for its rich history and bustling music scene. But, just as any other urban area around the world, it too has parts that warrant caution. Especially after dark, it's recommended to stick to well-lit, populated areas and to avoid venturing off the beaten path. Central Havana, often referred to as the heart of the city, is a zone that carries its own share of caution. While it's a hub of activity and a melting pot of cultures, it's also a place where one needs to be alert. Be it day or night, being mindful of your surroundings and practicing common sense can go a long way in ensuring a safe and enjoyable experience. But it's not all gloom and doom. Far from it. Remember, every city has its shadows, and Cuba is no exception. The key lies in being informed, staying alert, and respecting local customs and laws. That way, you can soak in all the beauty and vibrance that Cuba has to offer without putting yourself at unnecessary risk. So, while you're planning your Cuban escapade, remember these zones of caution. But also remember, every adventure comes with its share of risks and rewards. But the dangers in Cuba aren't limited to its geographical zones. There's more. In Cuba, there are unspoken rules and activities that are best to avoid. Let's dive into the murky waters of forbidden activities, the ones that could land you in trouble faster than you can say Havana. First and foremost, political activities. Cuba carries a heavy history of political tension. As a visitor, it's wise to steer clear of any involvement in political demonstrations, protests, or any form of public dissent against the government. Even a casual conversation about politics can be a risky proposition. Next on the list, unsanctioned journalism. If you're a blogger, vlogger, or a journalist, remember that freedom of the press is not a guarantee in this island nation. Unauthorized reporting or any form of investigative journalism is seen as an act of provocation. If you're caught, you could face severe penalties, even imprisonment. Moving on, we have the use of certain technologies. In Cuba, internet access is heavily regulated. You'll find Wi-Fi in public parks and some hotels, but don't expect to have free reign online. Certain websites are blocked, and any attempt to bypass these restrictions using VPNs or similar technologies is considered illegal. And lastly, don't forget that in Cuba, there are also restrictions on activities that might seem mundane to us. For instance, you can't freely buy or sell property, or even run a business without government permission. The consequences of engaging in these activities can range from fines to imprisonment, and in some extreme cases, expulsion from the country. It's crucial to respect the laws and customs of the land, no matter how unconventional they may seem. Remember, your safety and well-being should always be your paramount concern. Do your research, stay informed, and when in doubt, err on the side of caution. As you can see, Cuba's allure masks a complex web of restrictions and prohibitions. In Cuba, the paradox of beauty and danger coexist. As we've explored in the previous scenes, this Caribbean gem, with its stunning landscapes and rich culture, also harbors certain dangers and has its own set of restrictions. Let's recap what we've uncovered so far. Cuba is a country that requires a cautious approach, particularly in certain zones that are considered more perilous. These zones, while often brimming with local color and character, also house unseen hazards that could potentially disrupt your travel experience. Moreover, there are activities that are strictly forbidden in Cuba. Even a seemingly innocent act may carry significant consequences. This is why it's crucial to understand and respect the local laws and customs. What might seem like a casual, everyday act to a foreigner could be seen as a violation in the eyes of Cuban law. But let's not forget the other side of the coin. Cuba is a country with a vibrant culture and breathtaking natural beauty. From the pulsating rhythms of its music to the architectural marvels that dot its cities, Cuba is a feast for the senses. Its natural landscapes, from the pristine beaches to the lush mountains, are nothing short of spectacular. The paradox of Cuba lies in the fact that while it's a place of captivating beauty, it also holds potential danger for those who are not aware or respectful of its rules and restrictions. But this shouldn't deter you from exploring this intriguing country. Instead, it should serve as a reminder to tread wisely, respect the local culture, and remain aware of your surroundings. In essence, Cuba is a place where one must balance the desire for adventure with a healthy dose of caution. It's a dance between the allure of the unknown and the respect for local norms. Cuba is indeed a land of enigma, a place where beauty and danger intertwine seamlessly. And it's this very intertwining that makes Cuba such a fascinating destination to explore. But remember, as with any journey, knowledge, respect, and awareness are your best travel companions.